Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and today is April 5th, a Friday. And you know what that means? It's another Xursday, and that means it's time to check out the items in the inventory of the Agent of the Nine, as well as what's going to be coming with this week's issue of the Invitations of the Nine. We get to learn a bit more backstory about the world of Destiny 2. When you log in today, you're going to get this screen, of course, next week in Destiny, talking a bit about the power of the storm with Arc Week. We'll be covering that in the TWAB video for this week. Make sure you tune into that one. It's going to be a really long one. Surprisingly, the quest for Thunderlord is going to be coming back next week. We've got Mayhem. We've got a bunch of exotic catalysts that are going to be available for pickup. Next week, when update 2.2.1 goes live on April 9th, is going to be a very exciting week for Destiny. Make sure you're staying tuned. But alright, let's go ahead and see what Xur has got for sale this week. This time around, you'll find the Agent of the Nine in his usual hangout on Titan. So go ahead and load up the rig and follow the path that we're taking here. It'll take you right to Xur's special little hidey hole. Alright, big guy, what have you got for us this week? Alright, and from first looks here, it's gonna be a fun week. There's some terrible exotics, and there's a really good exotic that's probably got a lot of you either psyched or terrified. But first things first, we've got the Fated Isochronal Engram. You can pick this up for a total of 97 legendary shards, and it'll help you complete your Year 1 collection of exotics for Destiny 2. Ooh, Sanguine Alchemy. Interesting exotic there. Alright, moving on. For the weapon, we have got the D.A.R.C.I Exotic Sniper Rifle. Look, I know it's not Whisper of the Worm, but don't sleep on the D.A.R.C I. It's actually got a really powerful special ability. This thing comes with the ability Personal Assistant. Aim at an enemy to view its health and other critical information in the scope. This ties in with its special trait, Target Acquired. When Personal Assistant is active, this weapon has better target acquisition and deals significantly more precision damage. Basically, as you aim at targets, you'll build up info about them. When Personal Assistant goes live, you can see a target's health and all that kind of stuff. If you shoot, you get a huge bonus to your headshot damage. It's definitely a worthwhile ability, and it's made it so this is one of the snipers that you can use to basically wipe out supers in PvP. If, you know, you're good with your shots. But alright, moving on from there. First up for the Warlocks this week, we have got the Winter's Guile Exotic Warlock Gauntlets. These things are definitely worth your time. They come with the intrinsic ability Warlord Sigil. Eliminating enemies with melee attacks increases your melee damage. I think you could stack this up to, I want to say 3 to 5 times. And the melee damage bonus you get is actually pretty big. You mix it with a Devour build, you're just one-shotting enemies all across the board and getting your health back instantly. I think you could probably mix these with some of the upcoming Stormcaller changes that are going to be dropping alongside Arc Week next week, and you've got yourself a pretty dangerous build. Love it. It's also got Fusion Rifle Loader, Hand Cannon Loader, Impact Induction for those decreased cooldowns for grenades, Sniper Rifle Scavenger, as well as Machine Gun Scavenger. Not too bad. Next up, I know you hunters already had your eyes on it. I don't know what manner of chaos Bungie's trying to incite here, but Xur is selling the Gwisin Vest. This exotic hunter chest piece comes with the ability Roving Assassin. Each Spectral Blades kill you make before going into stealth will restore more of your super energy. Basically, you get a kill, you hit that RT trigger, that whatever your R2 button is, whatever key it is for you on PC, you'll go invisible, it'll increase your time in the super. So as long as you're getting kills and hitting that button to go invisible, you're gonna get more and more super energy back. If you've ever noticed that Spectral Blades lasts a little bit on the long side in PvP, it's usually because that person's using the Gwisin Vest. Absolutely 100% chance that you need to pick this thing up today. It's also got Unflinching Bow Aim, Unflinching Fusion Rifle Aim, and Unflinching Kinetic Aim. We've got Scout Rifle Reserves as well as Special Ammo Finder. Look, none of this matters. This matters. Roving Assassin is why you want to get this thing. If you haven't gotten it yet, definitely pick up this chest piece. And then finally, for the Titans, I don't know what Xur has against you this week, but he brought the Antaeus Wards. These exotic Titan boots, if you can indeed call them that, come with the ability Reflective Vents, Improved Slide. Sliding reflects incoming projectiles. Reflecting projectiles grants super energy. Basically, if you slip inside, you can shoot whatever's being shot at you back at the enemy. It's got some gimmicky uses. You can reflect stuff like rockets and nova bombs and all that kind of stuff. But it is a very strict window. You're gonna have to be, you'd have to change the entire way you play the game. Unless you do nothing but shotgun ape with slide shot and PvP, you're probably not gonna see too much use out of this. Although, you know, getting that super energy back is pretty nice. This is coming with fusion rifle dexterity, hand cannon dexterity, and outreach. And its abilities are scout rifle scavenger as well as special ammo finder. But there we go, that's it for the exotic armor this week. You can pick all of this up for 23 legendary shards. Definitely get that Gwisin Vest. Alright, moving on, we've got the Nightfall 5 of Swords card, you know what that does. And we've got this week's Invitation of the Nine. It is titled The Magician. You can pick this up for 9 legendary shards. And its objective is this: collect metaphysical samples from defeated combatants on Io. Complete the strike, the Pyramidion. You're going to need 9 Cabal samples, 9 Taken samples, and 9 Vex samples. Alright Guardians, by now you already know what to do with this. Go run that strike, and then for the rest of what you need, you can just usually do public events. That'll usually get you as many samples as you need in a quick and easily farmable way. If you're having trouble killing enemies with, you know, other people coming around and killing your enemies, if you're close enough to them, then it should still count for you, but of course you can go run an adventure or go do a lost sector on Io to get what you need. It shouldn't take you too long to farm this up. And of course, contrary to what this bounty actually says, you don't actually need to be on Io to get these kills. But for Taken and Vex, it should be easy enough to get them with one run of the Pyramidion. For the Cabal, I would definitely recommend abandoning Io and just heading to the EDZ. One run of the Volander Forge will get this done for you, or you could just go do any of the Cabal Drill public events. Believe me, you're going to save your sanity by doing it that way. But anyways, once you've gotten this completed, head back to the derelict, jump through the portal, and enjoy this week's bit of lore. But alright Guardians, that is pretty much it for your Xursday inventory, as well as your guide for this week's Invitation of the Nine. This one's going to be about the Drifter, and man, it's kind of interesting. That's it for this one, Guardians. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. But I'm out for now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty, and have yourselves a wonderful weekend.